Can't live on their own. Excellent. Can't live on own. All right, any others? Any other brave souls ready to throw something out there? Yes?
Brain impairment.
Brain impairment. Excellent. Brain, and again, this isn't about right or wrong. This is simply honesty. All right, anybody, if you were going to if you're going to walk down a street alone with somebody who had a mental illness, would you feel safe?
Yes.
Not really.
Not really? Excellent. Okay, some people feel safe, some people are like, not really. So maybe dangerous. Awesome. What else? Any others? Going once? Going twice? Going 3 times. Sold to the highest bidder. All right. So here's where we go. So, like I said, I'm an occupational therapist, so I work with people all the time with it, and so that's a very, that's a very fair assessment. And if you think about it, what happens in the news? Psycho goes crazy. Right? Those are all the headlines that we're hearing. Okay. So I share with you my second greatest adventure, a story from that. Let me share with you my first greatest adventure, and that actually started in August of 2002. My trip started in May of 2000, like I said, as part of my self-designed master's degree. My greatest adventure started in August of 2002 when I was hospitalized for a weak depression. And that experience of being hollow, that experience of getting up out of bed and getting dressed be the most difficult thing. That terror of not knowing how to live is an experience I will never forget. I earned my Eagle Scout when I was 14 years old. I self-designed my master's degree. I hiked, biked, sailed, and canoed for 8 months from Buffalo, New York, down to Key West, Florida. And I had no idea how to live. And it had nothing to do with making the wrong decision. It had nothing to do with going out and having something done to me. It had everything to do with something that I had inside. And I had no idea how to deal with it. It's okay that it's a little kind of emotional for me. So when I was discharged from the hospital, I was given some meds and told I was stabilized. Now I don't know about you, but I was terrified because I still had no idea how to live. Because everything I had done, I wound up in the hospital. So I was taking my meds and trying to figure out what is it to live with this thing. And medication when it comes to a cold is easy, right? You take 2 of these and call me in the morning. You're going really, really well, you have some cough, you have some stuff going on, you take a couple of these, it kills the bad bug, and then you're fine again, and you're back kicking and rolling. The difference with these meds is it has to deal with a little bit more with your physiology. So you're trying to get to know what's this internal chemistry like. And there's a brain fog. And then they talk about managing your symptoms. I have a bipolar condition. And so they're like, what's this depression thing like? What's this anxiety thing like? What's this hypomania, mania thing like? So there's a lot of time that I was spent trying to figure out what's going on. So in the hospital, I was feeling cursed. With the stuff as I was going through it, it was very, very difficult. It was like a full-time job, as they're saying, how do you manage this thing? It then occurred to me, it doesn't matter what other people's opinions are. Because this is my human experience. Now, as a licensed occupational therapist working with people, doing therapy, and as a personal individual living with a mental illness, I've come down to one simple truth. That we are all imperfect beings requiring skills and tools